Hey baseball fan, it's rough out there. Time for a little self-care, like spending quality time with the box scores from last night, savoring comfort food like hot dogs with mustard and onions, and a few minutes of cardboard meditation. Welcome to the show that features some of baseball's oddest stories and the cardboard slabs that document them. So go ahead, relax your mind, retreat to your happy place, and get ready to find peace and joy through baseball cards with your host, the big guy.
Messina, Molina, Rosarina. Oh, okay. Hi. I was just chanting one of my baseball mantras to get me through some of these stressful days. The anxiety kind of heaps up after the baseball meetings are over and you realize you're not going to get any real baseball news until spring training. So bleak, cold days, I need to chant. And maybe you do too. Maybe that's why you're here for a little cardboard meditation. In today's episode of Cardboard Meditation, we're going to talk about three ball players who jumped right from the playing field into the political field. Our very first political figure was big-time Hall of Famer Walter Johnson. Now, you've probably heard of him. He was known as the Big Train. The Big Train, as he was affectionately known, put up numbers that only one other pitcher could even come close to. And that'd be Cy Young. And I know you've heard of him. Walter had 417 wins, and Cy Young had 511. Other stats from the Big Train include a 2.17 ERA, 3,500 strikeouts, and 110 shutouts. He won the pitching Triple Crown 3 times. You never hear about that. In 1913, 1918, and 1924. That's when you lead the league in wins, ERA, and strikeouts. On the 19th of February, 1936, George Washington's 204th birthday, incidentally, the retired baseball legend gained national publicity when he duplicated a legendary feat attributed to George Washington by throwing a silver dollar across the Rappahannock River. Now, you're probably thinking that Washington threw a silver dollar across the Delaware River, but that really never happened. However, historians do think that Washington did throw a piece of slate across the Rappahannock near his home where he grew up in Fredericksburg, although some still claim that that really didn't happen either. But you know who did do it? Walter Johnson, and he did it with ease. Now, Walter is a pretty high achiever in baseball, but in politics, not so much. He was a friend of President Calvin Coolidge, and he did get elected as a Montgomery County Commissioner in 1938. He ran, but came up short in the 1940 election for Maryland's 6th District. And that was the end of his political career. But you know what? If you'd like to add him to your all-political team, it's going to cost you a little bit of money. And you do have a couple of alternatives if you'd like to get in affordably, but that is a relative term. Here is his 1940 play ball card. It's number 120 in the set. And this isn't necessarily one of the greatest cards to get for him because it's not during his era of play, which was between 1907 and 1927. And it's old. And that'll help keep its value for years to come. And you know what? You'll have one of the OGs of the Hall of Fame. He was one of the original 5 that got voted in to the Hall of Fame when they first opened the place. This card right here, the one that you're looking at here, can be had for about $500 in good shape. So anything that's going to be graded is going to be a little bit more. Let's jump up a few decades and talk about Wilmer Mizell. This was a 6'3" Southern gentleman that played for several teams during his 9-year career. He played for the St. Louis Cardinals, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the New York Mets, just to name a few. And although he was born in Leakesville, Mississippi, he earned the nickname Vinegar Ben Mizell because he played for several teams in the Sunday League in Vinegar Bend, Alabama. Wilmer worked very, very hard after his dad passed away down on the farm. He did find time to play some baseball once in a while and play catch with his brother. He was always a little wild with his tosses, so he practiced his control by throwing at a knothole in the smokehouse down on the farm. Well, it worked because he was a 2-time All-Star and played on the World Series championship team, the Pittsburgh Pirates, in 1960. Vinegar Ben was tough, quiet, never swore. And he explained, and I'm quoting now, "I decided a long time ago swearing was just a waste of words. You can't get a man out by cussing at him." I suppose that's true. After his baseball career, Wilmer ran for and won a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives and served from 1969 to 1975. Now, he had a lot of experience down in Washington, D.C. He worked with Sam Ervin, President Gerald Ford. He later became the Assistant Secretary of Agriculture and was appointed the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Intergovernmental Affairs in the Department of Veterans Affairs for the George H.W. Bush administration. This is his 1956 Topps card number 193. And you can pick up one of these cards for a very good price. It's just under $20, and it's going to add to your all-political team. Look how nice that looks. That'd look really good in your LC, wouldn't it? All right, let's go ahead and move up a couple more decades again to the 1980s. For 18 years, Frank White played second base for the Kansas City Royals from 1973 to 1990. A solid infielder with 8 Gold Glove awards, a Silver Slugger Award in 1986, and the ALCS MVP in 1980. The Royals retired his number 20 and put him in the Kansas City Royals Hall of Fame. Mr. White bled royal blue for his entire career and after. And after playing days, he coached for the Red Sox and Royals, plus for a while, he filled in for Paul Splittorff during the Royals broadcast in 2008. He later ran for and won a seat in the Jackson County, Missouri legislature from 2014 to 2016 and was re-elected to serve in 2018 to 2022. This is his 1975 Topps card, number 569. You can add this to your LC for between $5 and $8. And there you go. 3 ball players that went into politics after their playing days were over. I kind of hope this shined a little bit of a light for you in these dark days before spring training. And again, let's paraphrase Dr. Wayne Dyer one more time. Happiness isn't something you are gifted or even given. It's something you bring to life. So bring it in the form of collecting what you want. Thank you for joining me here on Cardboard Meditation. Talk soon.
Just like that feeling you get after the 7th inning stretch? Fresh and focused. Cardboard Meditation helps set your mind right. Thank you for watching. Show us your appreciation by clicking the like and subscribe button. Ring the bell while you're at it so you'll know when we upload a new story.